Okay, let's get into the fun stuff here, this system actually works. Again, DRUPS is a diesel-driven rotary UPS system. Okay, what is the UPS system? Well, basically, it's a machine that is placed within your one-line distribution that's going to feed some sort of critical load. We'll see an actual one line of that later on, but if the power goes out, if the utility goes away, if whatever is feeding the Hitec ceases to exist, your Hitec is going to basically sustain your power to your critical load throughout the duration of that outage. Okay, basically in a nutshell. There's more to it, if we'll see into that, but that's what a DRUPS does. It's uninterruptible power. You're not going to lose power on your critical load bus. You're not going to even notice that power went away because we're going to maintain it 24/7, 365. Okay, so let's take a look at something like a static system. Old-time, static system chemical storage, UPS systems where you had a rack of batteries along with inverters, coupled with a diesel genset and probably a static switch, right? That's the old static UPS type system, which also worked to provide uninterruptible power. The power goes out, your static switch will switch over to a genset that has been given a command to start. In the meantime, that amount of power is bridged by your batteries and inverters that are going to maintain power to your critical bus. What that requires, though, is a whole room full of batteries, depending on how much load you have and how much protection you want. Batteries, inverters, transfer switches, a genset, all that goes along with it. You've got to have a room that is prepared for the cooling of those batteries, hazmat considerations. All that goes into having a big room full of chemical batteries. All of that gets replaced by our system, our simple three-piece module of a diesel generator, an alternator, and a flywheel, okay, which we'll go into here in detail. But all of that static UPS equipment gets replaced by just our one module. So think of all that it takes to all the footprint that would be taken up by a genset and a room full of batteries, now compressed into a unit which is maybe 6 feet by 26 feet, right? Okay, but it's not static. It's not like a static UPS system. It's dynamic. It's moving. Where instead of using a chemical battery energy storage, now we're using a flywheel, which is mechanical storage of energy that we can release to maintain power to the critical load.